Get ready to get stoned. We're going back to the Stone Age for our review of Paleo.
Paleo is a cooperative campaign-style game
where players must work together as a tribe in order to survive and thrive in the Stone Age. Paleo has several different modules that can be combined in order to create different campaigns each time you play the game.
Once the modules have been chosen, separate the cards according to the supplemental rules.
The game is divided into two phases, the day phase and the night phase, with most of the action taking place during the day phase.
Each player starts off with 2 tribespeople, and each tribesperson has different abilities, health levels, and one-time use tools.
The base cards are then shuffled with the module cards that were chosen and dealt as evenly as possible to every player.
Players will take turns simultaneously by looking at the top 3 cards of their decks and then deciding which card they're going to be flipping over.
When the card is revealed, players can choose which option to resolve. Sometimes the option will be negative, requiring the player to take 1 heart worth of damage.
Once each player has gone through all of their cards, the game proceeds to the night phase.
At the start of the night phase, each member of the tribe must eat. If there's not enough food for each member of the tribe, you take 1 skull and place it on the night board.
Once each tribesperson has been fed, the module conditions must be met. If they cannot, then a skull is placed on the night board.
If, as a group, 5 skulls are added to the night board, everyone loses.
If all 5 victory tokens are collected, completing the cave art, then that's the end of the game and everyone wins.
Paleo is the 2021 Kennerspiel Des Jahres award winner, and I'm probably butchering that name, but it recently won Expert Game of the Year. And it was up against a couple other games that we really like, so we wanted to take a look at Paleo and see what all the fuss was about. The first thing that I noticed when we opened up the box was that they had really cool pieces. So you had the wood, you had the spearhead, and then I really liked the food piece here. And then you had the boards, and you had lots of cards, and there was also lots of cardboard with the tokens and stuff. So there was a lot going on, was the first thing that I noticed.
So I really like the art style or the artwork that's associated with the entire game, right? The game boards, the cards, everything's pretty unique, and the shading, or I don't know what it is, but the presentation of it all, seeing it at just face value, not looking at the rules or anything like that, really caught my attention and something that drew me to it when we were unboxing it.
If you've been watching our channel, you know we're not big fans of strict co-op games where everybody works together as a group to try to win or lose together. And one of the reasons is that ultimately someone ends up being the more dominant person, 1 or 2 people, and they start making all the actions for the group, and then everyone else is just kind of sitting around being bored for however long this game takes. And this game can take quite a while. It could take 30, 40, almost an hour to play this game, depending on which modules you're playing with. So as a co-op game, it really fell into the same issues that we have with every co-op game where one person might have been having fun, but everybody else was just bored.
We still like to keep an open mind about the co-op games though. So that's why we gave this a try. And, even if we had all been experts and we all played this separately from each other, if we all got together, I just feel like it would still play where, one person makes a suggestion and maybe it might not be what you would have done, but you're like, all right, yeah, sure, let's go with that.
The positive about this game is if you play it as a single player in solo mode, or if you're just playing as a single player with several tribes and you're just making all the decisions for yourself, it is kind of fun, and I like the thought process that went into the different modules to create different campaigns that can have some replay value. Although once you've played through all the modules, probably after a while, it will lose its replay value. So as an individual, there's still a lot there that I like. It's just when you're playing it with a group, it still falls into all the same old traps that other cooperative games fall into.
I like the mechanic where you can draw the top 3 cards and then look at which one you want to play because it gives you a little bit of control over the luck. But for the most part, if you draw the 3 red cards, you're like, well, sorry guys.
The mechanics of the game allow for a lot of different strategies. You got to choose which abilities you want to go after for the tools. When you get the idea cards, you got to figure out what order you want to go after them. It's going to be most beneficial towards you, when to collect food, when to give up food to get other resources, etc., etc. So there are a lot of different strategies you can take. It's just when you're playing cooperatively, whoever the dominant player is, you're going to end up going with their strategy.
As we were playing, I never really got invested. We were doing moves here and there, and then a tribesman took a heart, and I never really could grasp like, okay, this is the direction we're heading in. It was just like, all right, I just want to avoid people dying. That's all.
As I said at the top, this was the Expert Game of the Year award for 2021. Beat out Lost Ruins of Arnak, which is one of my favorite games of 2020. So I'm not exactly sure why they chose this over that one. I do appreciate a lot of the thought and mechanics that went into this game, and I like the different campaigns with the modules. However, I just don't feel like it, after a while, it will have that much of a replayability. And I also don't think that it's that fun and engaging, even with a big group of people. But if you like this game, please let us know in the comments and try to let us know what there is, and maybe we'll play it again and see the light.
Overall, I'd probably give Paleo a 3. Now, I really enjoyed the artwork, all the components and everything, the theming. It's probably me, but I couldn't really get into it. So that's probably where I'm going to leave it at.
Overall, I'm going to give the game a 4. I enjoy it as a single player game, and I do enjoy it as a co-op, but that's because I'll usually be more of the dominant player choosing the strategy. But I will see everyone else playing and notice that they're getting bored, so I'll be like, I don't really want to play this game with people that are going to be bored. So.
And Teresa gives it a 0.
And Juliana gives it a 3. And that was our review of Paleo.
What'd you think? Am I missing something? Be honest. Just let us know in the comments below.
And if you're enjoying our content, please like this video and subscribe to our channel.
Until next time, I'm Lee.
And I'm Kenny.